Wowinfo! What's good, homies? I gotta talk to you about something that's really been on my mind for quite some time. Found out recently, here in St. Vital, where I'm from, I'm not a puss, majority of you hide. Remember that. You were children who hide in men's bodies with children's IQs. Remember, you hide. Top news story in St. Vital. Two elderly men attacked by two scum-sucking puss children. They're 18 and 19. Just hold on. Google doesn't like. 18 and 19-year-old charged in assault on 65-year-old man and 58-year-old man and 48-year-old man. Something like that. Oh, boy. I'm gonna lose my shit here. St. Vital, old seniors attacked by 19 and 18-year-old scumbags. Two men arrested following separate St. Vital assaults. Now we're going to talk about this and why Batman is so important and why it's important not to live your life like a pussy, okay? Two men arrested following two separate... And remember, if you do get involved in a situation and you do make a scene for somebody who's being evil, the next time that motherfucker tries to go do something evil, he's got to think, maybe fucking Hashman's going to be waiting again. Maybe Hashman won't be fucking absolutely gassed. Then what? You know what I mean? Two men arrested following separate St. Vital assaults. And I don't find any part of this funny or entertaining. This is serious shit that I take extremely fucking seriously. The majority of you would never, ever intervene. Your sacks are squirrel sacks, pusses. Information contained in our media releases may relate to issues of violence or trauma, which could be distressing for some individuals. Be mindful of your well-being and consider whether or not engaging with this content is appropriate for you. Now, I mean, this is what they're saying. If you're that soft, you can't read an article, the fuck out of here. On August 22nd, 2025, shortly before 5 p.m. East, General Patrol officers arrested two men regarding their involvement following two separate assaults at a convenience store in the 1100 block of St. Mary's Road. Shortly before their arrests, the two suspects attended the convenience store where one of the suspects assaulted an almost 60-year-old man who had inadvertently bumped into him. The victim was knocked to the ground. The 60-year-old man, the 58-year-old man, let's be exact. The 58-year-old man was knocked to the ground and then further assaulted from like the standing guy over top of the old man. While leaving the store, the suspects crossed paths with the second victim, a 48-year-old man who was punched and struck over the head with a coffee pot. Both suspects fled on foot before police arrived. And that is often the case. The Winnipeg police will not show up to protect you unless you are very fucking rich or a politician. Okay? They don't come running for anyone besides politicians or they have a code, the boys in blue. They cover up for the boys in blue. Look it up, though. You don't have to ask. I'll mention a woman's name, Cheryl Tammen, and they got in big trouble for covering up for a drunk police driver who killed a mother named Cheryl Tammen. Okay? Winnipeg police did that, by the way. And I'll never forget that. If you did that to my mom, I'm telling you right now, you better run to fucking Greece and hide in a cave and pray. Every day you better pray. Tyler Roger Westcoop, 19, this fucking kid's a loser, is charged with assault, possession of a scheduled substance, and on the strength of 4 warrants of arrest. I don't know what that means, really. I don't get in trouble with police. While in police custody, Westcoop spat on a central processing officer. Holy fuck, kid, let's add some more charges to your diaper gang. You shit little fuck. And was additionally charged West Coop was detained in custody. An 18-year-old puss faces charges of possession of a weapon and assault with a weapon. He was released on an undertaking. It's sick that they didn't state this 18-year-old's name. Shame on the Winnipeg .ca for naming one but not the other. Shame. That almost looks like a cover-up for a rich family right now. So I'm going to find out under FOIA, the Freedom of Information Act, who this other scumfuck is that wants to go around assaulting fucking elderly people in my city. Let me fucking catch you. I hope you don't walk around with ID on you. Because then I'll have you forever. You understand? Now, remember, folks, if you want to go steal in my city, you're going to get fucking Batmaned. There are hundreds of grown men in this city who would love to meet up with you. Real men. Real men that don't have to call for backup, that don't need sidearms. Real men. Now, imagine that these two hoodlums get out of jail within 6 weeks, 6 months, and they hurt your grandpa. They hurt your grandma. You know what I mean? You could have intervened, but you didn't. You let them go. Because you got squirrel nuts, right? You got squirrel nuts. Remember, every time you stay neutral, you allow evil to flourish. Remember that.